part 2. Thank you so much for being here on my Tuned In Tarot YouTube, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this reading. Okay, so part 2, we have here, what does Divine Feminine, what is she saying to the Divine Masculine? She is saying, hey, shit or get off the pot. And there's like literally a Divine Masculine sitting here like, oh, I need to return to you or whatever. And she's like, okay, then do it then. Do it. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This doesn't make sense. That's what Divine Feminine is saying to the masculine. I respect that, Divine Feminine. I respect that. Okay. But yeah, she is definitely saying that Divine Masculine, I need you to take that action that we saw here to tell the truth about what went on behind the scenes. I need you to just communicate with me and get this conversation started. Primarily because in the past, when I have reached out to you, you have had other energy in your life or been focused in other areas. You've had secrets. You've not been willing to communicate. Maybe you've even been completely silent. I'm getting a sense that could be even true. Whatever it is, it's your turn. Like, it's your turn. It is not my turn to say or do anything. It is just your turn. And no matter how much I want to, because I definitely want to just send you a message and say like, hey, you know, and try to help you with your secured attachment, to become secured and all that kind of shit. It's like, I can't though. I can't. You got to do it. It's on you. You got to do it. So what is Divine Masculine actually doing? He's saying, you know, don't walk away, don't leave me, or I want you to come home or something. What's he actually doing? Whoa, he might actually be getting off the pot. We've got the Fool energy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the leap. I'm going to charge ahead. I'm going to, you know, just clear my mind of all the thoughts that have been keeping me from being able to give that offer. And I'm just going to go for it like full throttle and no longer be afraid and no longer be worried that it's not going to work out. I'm throwing caution to the wind. I'm really tuning into this dog here. This is a feeling that Divine Masculine really is so loyal and so committed to the feminine. He's willing to look foolish right now and return, even though he might look like a fool. And that is good news. I'll take it. Divine Feminine, what are you actually doing right now? Bitch. I love this freaking queen. Okay. Feminine energy is like, hey, remember I was saying that like, if you want to come and tell me the truth, we can talk, we can move it 6 of Swords style into the next phase. But if you don't, if you continue to hide the truth, if you continue to play games, bye-bye. And that's exactly what this is. Bye-bye. 6 of Swords is like, hey, you know all this stuff that you put me through? That sucked. And I know that you know that it sucked, and I know that you know that it really put a wedge between us, and I know that if you continue to remain silent and not say anything, that I'm not going to stay in a place that sucked, that I'm like moving on to bigger and better things, you know, probably dating, seeing other people. And it's not that I don't hold space for you, because I definitely want you to take action and come towards me. But if you don't, I'll be okay. Like, I'll be Gucci, because I'm heading to calmer, peaceful waters to finally have that life that, you know, you maybe at one point in time promised me with some of these games, some of these ideas that you were willing to put out there without being able to show me the follow through. So, Divine Masculine, what will create more harmony between all these things that you're thinking, feeling, saying, and doing? Yes, okay. 4 of Cups. Actually getting up off your ass is going to create harmony for you. And really just no longer focusing on this on these cups, right? Whether or not this is like Divine Feminine probably has someone else. I don't know if she'll accept my offer. Or I had someone else and I hurt Divine Feminine and I didn't take her offer. And blah, 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 blah. And that puts us here in this place where we're overthinking how to give that offer right there. Look, it's on wings. You know what wings represents for me? Wings is air energy. It's talking. It's communicating. It's actually making some kind of an offer that's not vague. That's not just this, you know, allusion to what you are feeling, but it's just a direct communication. Hey, I'd like to talk to you. I owe you an apology. I owe you some of my time and energy. I don't want to miss another opportunity with you. Can we talk? That is the only way to create harmony. If masculine energy is not willing to do that, there's no harmony here in this connection. Divine Feminine, what do you need to do to create more harmony between what you are thinking, feeling, saying, and doing? The Wheel of Fortune. First of all, I just think you need to believe that you are a fortunate person, that things work out in your favor. Things are always working out for me. I think you also need to embrace that you do feel like there is a major connection between the two of you. This is a significant counterpart, and you've gone through a lot of just unfortunate timing situations. One person's ready, one person's not, one person's afraid, one person is like ready to go. It's always like you're kind of having trouble. Like when you make changes, it's like the other person ends up, on the other side. And what you have to start really doing is shifting your mindset to believe that now is a fortunate time, that the timing right now is right and perfect. You've spent way too much time, no pun intended, and energy listening to tarot readers tell you all about how everything's coming in divine timing, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. You control the clock. You control the time when things happen. It's you shifting your mind and changing how you think about situations, changing how you behave, changing how you react that causes the timing to be right. It's also who you choose to focus on. If you focus on an energy that is hiding and deceptive and avoidant, then the timing is not going to be right. But if you choose to focus on energies that are able to be direct communicators, tell you how they honestly feel, and actually take action, you're going to be able to have that loving, caring connection, soul connection that you've been longing for. So remember, it's not about divine timing. It's all about you. You can look back on your life and you can say, oh, wow, the timing lined up just right. But it didn't line up just right because there's this cosmic timeline. It lined up just right because you were ready, because your mindset shifted in time for you to be able to achieve the thing that you desire. What is the happiness potential of this connection? We have the Seven of Pentacles coming out for Divine Masculine. The Seven of Pentacles energy is about having waited a long time for something, nurtured it, tended to it, and now it's time to harvest. This is giving me a sense that there's a lot of potential for happiness here because both of you have really invested a lot into this connection, a lot of thought, a lot of feeling. And so I do feel there is a high potential for the masculine energy to be very happy in this connection. For the feminine, look at that, Four of Cups. If this divine masculine actually makes good on this opportunity, this could really be just a really fulfilling connection for the both of them. And the masculine needs to harvest the abundance that has been grown here between the two of them. And the divine feminine has to just kind of get into the energy of receptivity, meditation, calming the mind, soothing the mind to receive this offer. You have to get into a receiving mode. Divine masculine has to get into a giving mode. He has to get up. Divine feminine has to get in the receiving mode. This is exactly what we're seeing here. The wheel has to turn. All this time, the masculine energy has been in the receiving mode and hasn't taken anything because he's not going into the masculine energy to actually take what he is being given. And he has to be more in his masculine energy to now return that back to the feminine because there has to be this reciprocity back and forth. I do think there's a pretty good chance of happiness potential here. I am feeling pretty positive about it. Okay, I want to get some final oracle cards and some final healing messages. I'm, of course, going to do the Tell Me Everything style where divine masculine, divine feminine speak directly to each other. So let's do that.